Alright guys, welcome back to Chapter 5 of our Road to Completion for Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light. My name is Exonovit.
And I'm Dormouse03.
And we are about to do the Forgotten Gate. Get through all these little tutorials right quick. Now let's go ahead and explain to them kind of the premise of this level.
Right, so you have 8 of these spheres, and you're trying to get them all down to the bottom. So we're going to be showing you how to get all of those. But obviously, you're gonna be one person's gonna be going for their points. We're also gonna be trying to get some skulls and stuff. So this level is pretty long. Just for the sake of trying to get all of these things.
Yeah, because we're gonna be showing you how to get all the skulls and the typical collectibles like we have been doing. But we're also showing you on screen how to solve all the puzzles and that sort of stuff. So, you know, we'll help you get to this as best we can. Just go ahead and put the sphere on top of the column. Then go ahead and have one of your players either, plant a bomb by that circular target, or you can shoot it with like a spear or something. Just make sure that the column raises up, and then you can obviously go ahead and pop your bomb, blows the sphere to the other side, you're good to go. Obviously the player collecting points needs to go ahead and kill all those enemies, and then you just want to push that sphere back to the main room.
That is correct, sir.
Just like that.
And if you could just drop it down the stairs there, it'll roll all the way down. You don't have to physically take it down there just yet, because you are going to be going down to that bottom area a couple of times just through the nature of the level. So
yeah, there's a lot of backtracking and stuff in this particular level. So alright, well, let's talk about sphere number 2. So we're going to go ahead and hit that target again. She's going to throw a line across. I'm going to pop a spear right there.
He's going to be very stingy with the spears here.
Yes,
because
she's got leaps.
Lara only needs one.
Lara got leaps. It's all good.
And so we're going to be getting the second spear here, but there are going to be some enemies, so the person who's collecting points is going to kill them. Collect all their jewels that they drop. And he planted a bomb back there, and we'll show you that in a second, but the first thing we did right now is grab our first red skull, which is down here on this platform, and then you can just grapple back up. Yeah,
and it's kind of finicky right there too, guys, so, just keep grappling. You'll eventually get it. And then now we're both going to stand on these floor switches right here, pop the bomb, and then throw your spears, jump up top, going after the next red skull. Okay, just climb up, and then what you're going to do is just have her stand up on your shield, and she's going to again hop up and grab that skull.
Alright, and then all you need to do is sort of come back down, get your spear,
yeah, do all this stuff. Yeah,
we're kind of editing a little bit of this out because it is just sort of rolling these spears around and fighting some enemies, because sometimes some will randomly just pop out.
Yeah, just roll that off the side. That's going to take care of that one. Alright, and now we're going to be heading to our next little room right here. Going after the next red skull. So here's what you don't want to do, right? We wanted to show you guys a little bit about what not to do and what to do. So you can pick up the red skull by rolling into those 2 spike traps, but you will always die. And that's not a bad thing if your other player can continue to live. But if, like, for some reason the other player dies with all the enemies coming out, then, obviously that will be the game. You'd have to start back. Plus you lose points. So now we're going to be showing you on screen how to actually get this skull. You just want to go ahead and throw a spear, and then have her kind of jump across like that. Boom, just like a magic trick. And that's going to take care of that one for you.
And by hitting both of those spike plates, you open up that door to get this health upgrade.
Yep.
And then you can head on into our first challenge tomb for this level.
Yep, and you can go ahead and talk to him about this challenge tomb, because I know you actually solved this puzzle. So
yeah, so you want to have Totek stand on that square, but before he raises the platform, you want to grapple him and have your grapple over the pillar right there, and so then your grapple is across it. You can just hop over to it and climb on up.
Bam.
And that's your stone arrow artifact.
Yep, and now we're just going to be heading to pick up some more weapons. The lightweight machine pistols, which are absolutely beast at this part of the game, and you will see us equip those immediately. You pretty much can't miss them. Just go ahead and come down the ladder, they're going to be right there for you, and then just head on into your inventory, you will not be disappointed. Go ahead and make sure you equip them. That's going to help you throughout the duration of the level.
Yeah, because the thing with those is they fire really quickly and they've got a good spread. So the next thing we're going to do is you can actually get this sphere off of the pedestal there using Lara's grapple, and that kind of saves Totek some trouble of trying to get on there and roll it off. And then he's going to go across. You actually just remove the grapple so that he falls neatly down onto the ammo upgrade right there. If he tries to jump off instead of removing the grapple from underneath him, it jumps kind of weird. Either he won't jump off of the grapple or he'll just kind of hit the spikes and stuff. So we found that that's kind of the cleanest way for you to do that particular part.
And we died there a couple times, just saying. I know I died there. I was like, I cannot make this jump. Sometimes when you jump in this game, it feels like there's like an invisible wall in front of you, and you just can't get past it for some reason. So that's kind of what happened there for us.
Yeah.
So now we're just basically doing a lot of backtracking, and now that this little part of the level is opened up to us, we're just going to go ahead and follow this area. We're actually looking to pick up another red skull, which is red skull number 4. Now we're going to do a little crossfade right here because you can see that she gets glitched right there by the arrow trap. Yeah. What we normally do there is we just have one person roll through the spikes. Like, you're going to take some hits, but you normally don't die. And, you know, they just basically destroy the spikes for the other player. But sometimes you will get glitched, like you saw right there, and you get basically stuck in the bottom left-hand side of the map. So it might be better if you just put Totek's shield up and have him walk it. That might be your best bet, or maybe get a, you know, some kind of grenade launcher off or something like that. If it's after your first playthrough, just do something to that effect, and that way you don't get glitched, because that sucks.
So there's a room over there to the right, but we're actually going to be skipping that for the moment and heading over here to the left. We're going to be getting another red skull, and so you'll see it's on those platforms, and you want to just roll on and off of it real quick.
Yep.
Because it will sort of crumble underneath you.
And this is another area where we wanted to show you now. In our mind, it's possible to get this red skull, but we've actually never been able to do it because it's just one spike trap, and we're going to show you here that even though you roll over it and you pick it up, clearly you're off of it, but it still kills you. So we just think that the game is programmed to just kill you no matter where you are. But the correct way to do this is actually to run on the left spike first and then run to the right spike trap. You'll see us do it right here. That's how you would really want to pick it up. But if you're lucky enough to get it in your game, let us know in the comments. But every time we do it, we die.
Yeah, it's just trying to roll on and off of the one really quickly just seems to kill you. So you just want to walk on one and then the other and come off.
Right, right. All right, now we're heading up here to another a room. We got to get another sphere. Just have one person stand on the, I guess, the floor plate at the bottom of the map, and the other one can go to the top. You just want to push the ball into the center. Sometimes it's hard to get right up there. Just push it up right up to the spikes, and then have the other person put it on that particular pedestal. You can see the game's a little bit glitchy right there.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to move those spheres.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of glitches during this RTC because there are definitely some glitches in this game. Alright, and there it is, your ammo upgrade.
And so then to get both players back across, you want the person who's playing as Lara to go back over, grapple that ring there, and that way Totek can do his little tightrope.
Yes.
Walk.
Can do his thing. Alright, now we're just going to make sure we clear this particular sphere from the room. Again, just trying to get it down to the main room.
And you put them in these little pipes here.
Yeah,
so that they kind of go down into the little center area where we'll be getting them.
It's like one big pinball arcade or something. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a good level design. This game has some good level designs. Alright, so now we're going to be picking up the next sphere, and what you have to do here is just throw some spears with Totek. Preferably try to get 3. If you don't get them on your way up, you can always get them on your way back down like that, and that way she's able to hop up there, and then while she's doing that, you can kind of go around and collect stuff if you need to. There's a bunch of pots in this area and some jewels in the corner. There's going to be a little enemy that comes out. Now you're going to see a glitch right here. We do a little bit of time-lapsing right here, but you're going to see that I clearly shoot this enemy a ton of times, And while we were playing, you were actually telling me that you didn't see me firing a gun at all, did you?
Right. I could see like the animation where it looked like he was firing the gun, but no bullets were coming out.
Yeah.
So it took forever and ever to kill that enemy.
Yeah, it was almost like I wasn't taking off, but maybe 25% damage or something. It took forever, and she was like, "Are you gonna kill him?" And I was like, "I'm trying. I'm beasting on him, but he's not dying." It was funny, man. It was a funny moment when we played. All right, let's talk about this challenge room.
So this is a pretty easy, quote, challenge room. There are just some enemies over on the other side, and so your person collecting points can kill them, and then all you have to do is hop over the gap here, which is just a regular jump, and grab the relic.
Yep, and you can also use your shield with toe tech to block all those like blue and white particle things they shoot at you. And that'll keep you alive if you're the one collecting points. That'll help keep you alive. And we're moving on to our health upgrade. So we're just going to keep following out the level there. Going to come up here to this room now. There's going to be a lot of enemies in this room. This is typically where you will get your points challenge if you didn't die too many times and if you've been able to collect most of the points. We typically will always get our points challenge somewhere around this area. There's some jewels where the spikes are. And then there's a ton of enemies. You're going to see me killing all these enemies right here. It's kind of hard for your teammate not to help you here at certain points because there's so many enemies. So, you know, if your teammate has to kill a couple enemies, you know, it's not going to hurt you. There's still plenty more enemies in this level to get more points.
Right, and you'll see that he got his 260,000 during that fight anyway, even though I helped out a little bit.
Right.
And so then you just roll the ball back into the center if it's moved out, jump up and get your health upgrade. And then we're going to be showing you how to do this little reward challenge here. You want to roll the ball up into the corner of the spikes there, put a bomb behind it, and set it off, and it will neatly go up into that skull pedestal, and you'll know you've got it because the pedestal will come down.
Right.
So.
And now it's all about just clearing that sphere from this particular room. Obviously, there's another chute down there, and you can go ahead and pick up that ball and roll it down that way. And we're almost done. We have a couple more skulls to get, and we're going to be done with this particular level. It's all about getting back to the main room at this point. Well, not quite. You're working your way back down to the main room. We're going to make one little pit stop, and she's going to show you how to get through another little, not really a puzzle.
Right, it's more of
just a mechanic, I guess, of the game.
Yeah, just sort of getting these spheres to the bottom of the room where they need to be. So putting them down these little chutes will put them into the kind of middle section on the middle tier of this level, and you'll have a little thing where you kind of, it is sort of like pinball or one of those sort of arcade games where you're trying to get them to go through the hole in the center. So you just sort of run around the sides of this thing to tilt it in such a way that they will fall down through the hole.
And we find that it's better to do it with one person than to have two people try to do it, because, you know, especially if you're toe tech and you play like I do, you want to let Lara do it. you get in each other's way a little bit. Yeah. So just let one person do it. And then now it's just all about getting all the spheres into the hole. You don't actually have to get all 8. You have to get all 8 down to this bottom room to get your rewards challenge, but you can actually unlock the door by only having 6. And then obviously you can stand as a placeholder for the other 2. Go ahead and pick up this red skull before you hit the bridge. Yeah, you just wanted to bomb that sarcophagus, coffin, whatever it is. Now this is where it gets crazy, so I'm going to let you explain this to me. So you're trying to do 2 things here. The first thing you're trying to do is get the last 4 red skulls that are going to be on this section, and you're also trying to make it through this trap section on your first attempt. That means you can't die at all. Both of you can't die. Like, one person can die as long as the other one's still living, but so you saw your first red skull over there to the left, and then you count these, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to come back.
and then you sort of wait in 9 because 10 and 11 are going to crush back as well. So you want to try to avoid those spikes of doom there. And then you're going to get your next red skull in the middle.
Now what we're showing you here is kind of our way of doing this because we were filming it. There's your third one. And we wanted to make sure we got all 4 skulls in one take, but because the game was glitching, you saw another glitch right there. Because the game was glitching so bad, you can see right there she's under the map, but she's still living.
Yeah,
it was weird.
See, I was alive on my screen, but I was under the level there.
Yeah, we didn't want to try to film the challenge and the skulls in the same run because we didn't know that we could get them both because of all the glitches. So what you're really going to want to do is look at the run we're showing you right now. This is a very clean run, and if you can apply this run and the skull run at the same time, then you won't have to replay the entire level to get back here. You want to explain that to them?
Yeah, because if you die trying to get the skulls, then you're going to have to replay the entire level to get this thing on your first try.
Right.
And if you don't get the skulls, then obviously you'll have to go back in and get the skulls. So you might be able to do it in one take. I mean, we did it, but we wanted to just show you sort of a clean run here where it wasn't looking all glitchy and crazy.
Yeah, the trick is to make sure that you just run and don't roll. See what I mean? Like you saw us roll during the first clip, but that was because we had planned on rolling to get the skulls and that sort of thing, just because we're filming. So just keep that in mind. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Feel free to watch that part over again if you need to. So it could be 1 run, maybe 2 runs, depending on how you want to play that out. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. You guys be good.